Hey, everybody. Happy Tuesday, and thank you for joining us for WLBT Plus on your Tuesday, October 21st. We're a little ways through the week, closer than we were when we started. We appreciate all of you watching right now on Facebook, on our live stream there, as well as YouTube and our OTT platforms. Thank you very much for joining us today on this rainy Tuesday, depending on where you are. We really appreciate all of you watching. We have a couple of stories that we want to get to. The first one about something we were talking about yesterday with this crash that happened this weekend. And, it was as a result of a police pursuit. We still have a lot of questions about that. So we want to kind of get into it here today. Authorities releasing the name of the man accused of killing two people after crashing into their vehicle during a police chase. Antion Gray has been charged with 2 counts of felony fleeing and 1 count of aggravated DUI. Now, while questions remain about what led to the crash that killed a mother and daughter, here's what we know at this point. Byram Police Chief David Arrington says officers responded to a call from Hinds County Sheriff's Office dispatch about a reported theft at the Dollar General in Terry. The suspect, believed to be possibly armed, had already left the scene. Police located Gray soon after and attempted to stop him, like with a traffic stop. When they ordered him to exit the vehicle, he drove off instead. As he approached Robinson Road Extension, Gray ran a red light and collided with another vehicle, and that's when he killed 42-year-old Shaylee Davenport and her 23-year-old daughter, Deborah Washington. Hinds County Sheriff Tyree Jones later clarified his dispatchers did not report an armed robbery and that the suspect had allegedly only shoplifted cigarettes. Now, that Byram chase raises the question of when it's appropriate for law enforcement to engage in a pursuit. The Byram Police Department's pursuit policy, obtained by 3 on Your Side, says one of the most important things to consider is the seriousness of the original offense and its relationship to public safety. The Hinds County Sheriff told us that the suspect in this case went behind a store counter and stole cigarettes, essentially a case of shoplifting. That's a misdemeanor, no gun involved. But Byram's police chief said dispatchers told him the man was possibly armed, and armed robbery is a felony in Mississippi. We looked at several other metro agencies' pursuit policies as well. Most don't place restrictions on pursuits based on specific crimes. Only Jackson and Canton prohibit police chases unless the original offense is a violent felony. The 7th person has now been charged in a deadly homecoming shooting that happened earlier this month in Heidelberg. The Jasper County Sheriff's Department says 19-year-old Taylor Hartfield was arrested Saturday and charged with accessory before and after the fact, as well as tampering with physical evidence. Hartfield's bond was set at $2 million cash. 3 people died as a result of that shooting, which happened the night of October 10th on the campus of Heidelberg High School. The candidates for Jackson Mayor John Horn's former state Senate seat met at a forum last night at Dooling Hall. As you can imagine, that it was fairly well attended, or somewhat well attended from what we saw. Two groups, Community Strong for Jackson and We Are Jackson, hosted the gathering. The District 26 seat in the Senate has been vacant ever since Mayor Horn took office in the city of Jackson as the chief operating officer, or chief, I should say, the CEO, the mayor of Jackson back in July. Candidates James Pittman and Jeffrey Stallworth and a representative for candidate Coleman Boyd were at the forum to talk about their platform, their priorities, and their vision for the district.
It's always good to know where the candidates are and their platforms on those pressing issues as it relates to education, our infrastructure, workforce development, economic development in District 26. So it's always, I think, as a voter, that we are informed insofar as who we'll cast our vote for.
Now, participants were able to submit questions by email before last night's event. The special election is coming up November 4th, and we want to show you those candidates there. This is who we have, a full alphabetical list of the 7 candidates who have qualified to appear on your ballot. Coleman Boyd, Jermaine Cooley, Letitia Johnson, Teresa Kennedy. There's also Kamisha Mumford on there as well. And rounding out that list, of course, James Pittman and Jeffrey Stallworth. And looking ahead, Mayor John Horn is set to deliver his first State of the City address today. It's scheduled to begin at 4 p.m. at the Mississippi Museum of Art in downtown Jackson. The entire speech will be streamed right here on WLBT Plus. I'll be hosting it, and we'll be offering that in its entirety if you want to watch it. The mayor is expected to highlight his accomplishments thus far and upcoming plans and opportunities. This will coincide roundabout with the first 100 days or so that he's been in office. Again, you can watch that right here on WLBT Plus, either on Facebook, on YouTube, or, of course, on our streaming platforms and WLBT.com as well. Crews are basically at this point working to repair multiple water leaks at the Jackson Zoo. Now, 3 on your side, you probably remember us talking about this. We were first to tell you about it on air. Those leaks have cost the capital city a lot of money. The repairs currently underway will address one of the biggest leaks at the zoo. Last month, the city's chief administrative officer said 13 leaks had been identified at the zoo and at Livingston Park. The leak that's being repaired right now has impacted the moat around the chimpanzee exhibit, so those animals have been temporarily relocated.
It'll greatly reduce the water bill. It'll allow us to fix the chimp moat, get the chimps back out on display.
Now, the current repairs will cost an estimated $75,000. The city council is expected to approve an emergency contract for that work at tonight's council meeting that starts at 6. We want to, before we let you go, we have something positive to end on, and we want to tell you about an honor for a former head coach. Former Mississippi State head coach Mike Lee has been posthumously honored with an award from the American Heart Association. The 2026 Paul Bear Bryant Heart of Champion Award will honor Leach's impact on college football and the community. The award was created to recognize influential figures in sports while bringing awareness to heart health. His widow, Sharon, will receive the award on his behalf. Leach died after a heart attack in December of 2022. We really appreciate you joining us for this amended edition of WLBT Plus's Digital News Desk. I'm CJ LeMaster, your host and your lead investigative reporter here for WLBT. Not a lot of folks commenting today, but that's okay. We certainly want to be able to share some of that with you today. Don't forget, our First Alert weather team will be in here to tell you about the rest of the week. Some very cool temperatures coming up. That's at 2:30. And then, of course, at 4 o'clock, live coverage right here on WLBT Plus of Mayor John Horn's first State of the City address, talking about what has happened, what he's been able to accomplish in Jackson thus far, his first time in that role. Hey, Brittany Kemp saying, hey, CJ. Hey, how are you, Brittany? Hope that everything's going well with you. Thanks for the shout out. We appreciate that. Before we let you go, we have a message from our sponsor, Jackson Water. We really appreciate you joining us today for this Digital News Desk update.
From Jackson Water, is it okay to pour fats, oils, and greases down the drain if I run hot water?
No!
What if I run the garbage disposal?
No!
How about if I use dish soap at the same time?
No!
Instead, hang on to a few containers to store and toss old cooking fat and grease once you're done. Jackson Water. Water for all the time.